Question B, same issue. A lot of you are not reading the the question properly. Okay. Firstly, you need to indicate on figure 2. Come on. Okay, some of you wrote it as a separate answer for me. Why are you wasting marks unnecessarily? Okay. Next, you're supposed to indicate 3 locations and number them 1 to 3. Why is it that people don't label them 1 to 3? Okay. Next, you are supposed to add annotations to justify why you selected these locations. Add annotations, that means you must add on some more sentences, okay, or half sentences. Basically cannot be 1 or 2 words. Okay, so all these things, a lot of you are not doing it properly. Now, most of you know that you need to pick locations where it increases in altitude. Okay, so some of you pick here, pick this location here, some of you pick here, and then some of you pick the top. Whichever side is fine. Okay, but please, the basics of labeling and annotation, please don't just put like that, 1. Okay, or some of you draw a circle, is fine. Okay, but some of you just put like that, 1. Hello, where am I supposed to know where is this 1 referring to? Okay, do you refer to the whole area, the whole span of this area? Okay, or just this point here? It's very unclear. Okay, so as simple thing as a geographer, please point to where you mean by drawing a line. That doesn't cost much effort, come on. Okay, so you put an X is not quite correct by conventions of what geographers do, especially when you're supposed to add annotation. Okay, so 1 mark if you are able to suggest all the 2 marks if you're able to suggest all the locations correctly, like what I'm doing now. Okay, so some of you put it further out or put on this side is fine, as long as you are not putting it on the glacier itself. It's fine. Okay, you all know what's glacier is, all ice, so there's no way people can get up there safely. Okay, so the other mark comes from annotating lah. Okay, so maybe some of you and most of you are able to go back to the altitude. Okay, so maybe you say that this is the lowest point, lowest altitude in the valley. Okay, then here you say it's the highest altitude in the valley. Altitude. Okay, then some of you say that this is the midpoint. Okay, I have a few various phrasings, but it makes sense. I gave you the mark. Okay, between the highest and lowest altitude in the valley. Okay, now another thing to consider, which I didn't really mark anyone down, okay, is that you need to know that the glacier is ice. So the ice itself can influence the temperature. Okay, the distance from the ice can influence the temperature. So it would be good. So let me show you where is the actual photograph. So actually you can refer back to the actual photograph. Okay, I don't have it here. Geog Papers, O-Levels 2016. Okay, so if you go back to the photograph, all right, so there's a glacier over here. Okay, so at the parts where there's glacier, try to be almost the same distance from the glacier, so that you will not be it will not be other factors that's influencing the temperature. Okay, so if you can stretch your thinking further, you realize that you try to put that it's almost the same distance from the glacier as location 2. Okay, so we use the same words that's mentioned in the question here. Okay, so this time I didn't expect anyone to write it in, so I didn't penalize. Examiner's report also showed that for that year nobody actually thought of such things, but well, I think to stretch you a little bit, maybe you can think a bit further about such things. Okay, almost the same distance from the glacier as location 3. Okay, now location 1 itself does not have any glacier nearby. As you can see, the glacier stops at somewhere in location 2. Okay, so it's just a path, so yeah, there's no need to talk about the distance. Okay, so this is how you get all 3 points. 1 mark for able to choose all 3 locations correctly and 2 marks to be able to justify it properly. Okay.